It is what it is. It made me not like him.
But so did ESPN. So did ESPN.
Oh, well, I don't know. It felt a little more gritty back in the day, but
Yeah.
at ESPN with their whole family style thing, and I get it. I'm not mad at that. It's just maybe you're better at baseball tonight at 10 p.m. where there's no kids up and shit, right? Where it's like, I don't know. It felt a little more gritty back in the day.
Well,
It's,
they can. They can. They used baseball has been canceled since like 2017.
but that was one of their biggest attractions, bro. For me, when I was
Yeah.
younger,
Huh.
that was the shit back in the day.
They
Baseball
didn't
tonight.
keep up. They didn't keep up with the times. I guess.
That's what it is. All right. Well, what do we got here, Anthony? What do we got here?
We have the demise of a dying sport.
Well, all right. ESPN is still considered one of the homes for sports content, right? For people to watch sports,
Yeah.
even like in a traditional way. Good.
So essentially, they were paying first. They were paying baseball 700 million,
Mm-hmm.
and then they lowered it to 550 in 2021, and they had an 8-year deal with an opt out at the beginning of this season, 2025.
Okay.
So essentially, the sport when they're the Sunday nights and like some weekday games, not that many, maybe like a Wednesday here and there.
And playoff rounds probably too,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
but for let's say in a regular season, from April
Okay.
till September, they they don't really provide enough ad revenue to that's what ESPN is saying. They don't. They're actually giving money away to baseball for like not that good of ratings or ad revenue when they already have the WNBA who's making less than a third of what that 550 MLB is making,
Mm.
and they depending on who's playing they might double whatever rating the baseball game would give you at a quarter, less than a quarter of the price. Also,
Did
the
you
summer
just
league,
say?
huh?
Did you just say WNBA
Doubles
can
can
double
double a rating over a baseball game. Yes.
You
So
earned it,
If
guys.
Caitlin
800
Clark
is
is playing, yes,
eight
they will double.
800 viewers is double a baseball game?
No, dude, they get 2 mil, 2 mil, 3 mil, sometimes four per when Caitlin Clark's playing. It's a juicy matchup. Caitlin
Okay,
Clark
when she's not
involved,
playing.
huh?
When it's another team.
When it's another team, it's about the same, but you're paying a fraction, a very small fraction of the same amount of money, of the same of the for the same amount of return on investment. So like, there's no number that really spikes up a baseball game. It could be Yankees, Red Sox. It could be fucking Pittsburgh and Minnesota. It doesn't matter. It really does not matter. It's
God.
the audience is and on top of that, ESPN has some of the worst announcing of the sport. Like they didn't just cut money on programming, on showing them, like talking about the promoting the game. They also like they gave you bottom of the barrel announcing and format for that announcing, where like most of the game is interviews or talking over the game. You don't really get a good play by play from ESPN.
It's looking like fourth quarters of NBA games where they're talking about some other shit because the
But
score is
that's from
50
that's
point
from pitch
fucking game.
one. Yeah, but from pitch one.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's just sad, man.
It's just sad. So, like, because baseball's gonna say, "Yo, like you're devaluing our sport by not covering it and all this and that." So there's a lot of things. So basically, but
The
that's
hubris,
ESPN.
Anthony. The hubris
Huh?
of that statement. The hubris of that. Of, well, you guys are devaluing us when you do these type of marketing. Like, you guys fucked yourselves a
Yeah,
while
you guys just
ago.
fucked
I'm
yourselves too.
sorry, you did.
But the
But
I
but
feel with the
but go ahead.
analytics, like yo, you guys fuck yourself.
Yeah, but go ahead, man. Sorry. It's
No, that's pretty
frustrating.
much the setup. So then this guy's gonna get into what it's timestamped. So yeah, I want you to skip after a certain period to what Rob Manfred said.
Okay.
But anyways, yeah, that's kind of the setup. They don't they don't want to pay what they're paying, and baseball did devalue itself because they gave Apple a TV deal and they gave Roku a TV deal, and one deal was like for like Friday regular season Friday exclusive games, a doubleheader on Friday on Apple TV for 85 million a year, and they gave Roku like I don't know what it is, like a Saturday game or whatever for 10 million a
Roku.
year.
They couldn't get Amazon anywhere. They should have
No,
had to go right to Roku, bro.
so here's the thing. Yes, they couldn't get someone bigger than
Yeah.
Roku.
Okay.
So I see a lot of comments where like these MLB fans like, yo, you're gonna go to Amazon, you're gonna go to NBC, you're gonna go here, and it's like, yo, guys, it's like this guy's gonna say it like, yeah, like I'm sure there's people that would like the content, but they're not like falling over themselves like they did for the NBA to get it. So then like it begs the question, okay, you opted out of this deal and you didn't want to renegotiate with ESPN out of hubris and pride because you feel you're worth more.
Mm-hmm.
Who's gonna give you more? Who's gonna give you the same? Fuck more. Who's gonna give you the same for the same package?
ESPN. Here's the thing. ESPN is going to tell Major League Baseball to go eat a bag of dicks, but they're going to say, "Yo, Little League World Series, come over here. Yeah, we got you. Lifetime contract.
No.
Yeah,
That's not even what they
we'll
said.
broadcast for you."
ESPN is still willing to negotiate, but they dressed them down so badly at MLB that and Rob Manfred was like, no. So now it's like, all right, Rob, do you actually have like an alternative that's gonna make you save face and be like, yo, look, we're back. We got this amount of revenue, or or is it gonna be what everybody thinks? Like, nah, dude, you're just talking shit. You're just mad because they don't want to pay you what. Also, I'm getting on a tangent, but also, ESPN did overpay the NBA. That's just a fact.
Yeah, but that was like
They
part of a bidding
overpaid.
war, wasn't it? Though, like,
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. He's gonna bring this up. We're not gonna get to that because it's too long in the video.
okay,
When ESPN gave them the 550, and then they went to Apple or whatever to make up the difference from the 700 they used to get. Um, they were at a disadvantage because there's no other bidder for them. It was take the ESPN deal or kick rocks. While the NBA had what? The NBA had to fucking say no to fucking Warner. That's how many bidders they had. Like
yeah,
they had, but now I'm getting in the weeds. Apparently Warner didn't want the deal. They didn't want the deal, but they did like make a bidding war for whatever reason to to show fans that no, we tried or whatever. I don't really believe that. That doesn't make any sense. Like you don't want a deal, but you're still bidding.
but
They didn't
Warner
want
has
to.
baseball,
They had
don't
a
they?
number in mind, and they weren't going to go over the number.
Don't they have some? They have playoff baseball, don't they? But isn't TBS Warner
They have playoff
Brothers?
baseball. So the MLB, because this is like the MLB's in trouble, bro. They had the
No
bat.
shit.
You remember the Fox Sports networks?
Yeah,
Then it
FS1 and
became Bally's. Well, Bally's went bankrupt. But it's not
Facebook
just an
killed.
MLB thing. Like Bally's went bankrupt, and they had NHL, NBA, and MLB on their things, and they went bankrupt because their business model
God.
was was like went hand in hand with that shit I told you and Jesse of ESPN will go to Comcast and tell you this is my price, and I won't lower from this price. And it used to be for like, and that was like the perfect business model for over 30 years. Like moms, old people were subsidizing these companies because they had to pay for any premium package, which ESPN was involved in. These regional sports network channels are also involved with. They made a king's ransom by being in those packages. And then as streaming became more popular, and they had to start and people started leaving cable, the cable companies had to start becoming more flexible about what you have to pay for, and like you can pick
Yep.
and choose. And these channels were not getting chosen anymore, and by subsequently their price went down, which is something that Rob Manfred's going to be like, oh, ESPN used to be in 100 million households, now it's only in 59 million or whatever. Well, on a much smaller scale, was the same thing for the regional sports networks that went bankrupt. So Rob Manfred, he's trying to do a fucking NBA and NFL type deal where he collects all the rights. In 2028, the Fox deal and the Warner deal with TBS also expires, and now he's got the flexibility, quote unquote, with the ESPN deal that fell through,
Oh fuck! This fool's gonna
where
go down as
he
the
can bunch
worst.
it all up and sell it to one in theory, sell it to one place for a king's ransom. Except the market is what the market is, and I don't. They might the sport might have to go into a reality check about what the market actually is.
Yeah. Like you're saying, like he could sell or he might have to, which
That's
means
no, that's
he
what he's
can't do
no,
a
that's what
king's
he's trying
ransom
to
at that
do.
point. Or,
That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to sell the entire package as one, national and regional, all in one.
which might be insulting to whoever the fuck you're trying to sell that to. If no one's willing to pay certain prices, bro, and you're like fuck you, I like we're worth this, right? I want to sell this at this price, and maybe the few things that are willing to pay for your shit, and you overprice them, bro. Like this guy might go down as like the worst commissioner in baseball history. Like no joke. From rule changes on like from shit on the field to shit outside the field, he might go down as like the worst.
Well,
Is that crazy to say? I think
no, it's
that's
not
like I
crazy
think
to say,
that's spot on. God.
but there is a value to the time of the year baseball is played in, juxtaposed to the other three sports being dormant. And
Until NFL summer camps and fucking spring camps
I
and college
know,
spring
I
camps
know.
are
It's
balling, bro.
But there is a window. There is definitely a
Yeah.
window, dude, where they like the month of July and the month of September and April are big, like our big cornerstone month. Still are where you could get some kind of rating for it. But yeah, it's not going to be anywhere near what the NBA gave. And the NBA gave ESPN. They divvied up everything. He's trying to put everything together and hopefully get 8 billion a year.
While
The
also
NBA gave
insulting them, bro. I think he's like kind of insulted them with once again the hubris of it. I think is insulting to these companies or whatever. Like, not saying I agree with them, but it's like I don't know what you're planning to offer and maybe your attitude about it. It seems like it's insulting to maybe these
well,
giant
he well,
corporations or whatever.
well. This is what I would say. In ESPN's case, it is more of a dollar cent thing where they overpaid for the college football playoff. They had the college football playoff had no other bidder, and they gave them like 1 billion and change.
But they made
Um,
money off that. They had to have made money off that,
they
right?
made some money. They made some money, but as far as the market is concerned, it was an overpay.
Okay.
But but it's a healthy fucking entity for sure,
Yes.
and only going to get better from
Yeah.
from from tendencies we've seen. It's only going to get better. So yeah, but it wasn't overpay. The one that's glaring though is the NBA because the NFL is scraping the shit out of them. They get what? They get 2 playoff games and Monday nights. That's it. And
Well, Monday Night Football's got to be a big deal, right? Or is
it
it
is a
not?
big deal, but
Okay.
it's just one time a week.
True.
You're paying bread too, and they're locked in, so they don't have to worry about that for a while. But yeah,
Yeah.
the NBA deal, and when you're looking at the ratings, it's like, yo, this is not good. You're like, you're not baseball bad, but it's like, yo, some nights the WNBA's beat the NBA.
Yeah. The
So
playoff is the big
fucking
money.
WWE might beat you some nights too. Be honest with you.
From what I've seen tonight and the last paper, these fools are kind of moving up a bit, and they're
No,
getting
it's
some
been like that. But
ESPN.
it's not. This is not now, Jordan. I've seen since like 2023. Like, yeah, the
Oh,
WNBA's
really?
healthy.
Okay.
Yeah, they're healthy, bro. They're only going higher with this.
Yeah, they're
Maybe they
getting
turn a corner.
better.
I hope so. Anyways, so it because like if you really think about it, 550, and remember the shit we talked about last summer, where
Hmm.
where MLB's trying. I mean, ESPN's trying to make their own streaming direct to consumer.
Yes.
They're gonna roll it out this summer.
Oh man.
So Rob
And like
Manfred is saying,
baseball would
"You
want to
need
be a
us,
part of that, dude. These
huh?"
idiots. Baseball kind of needs to be a part of that.
They
If they're
do, but
going
they don't
direct
want to take. They do, but they're saying, Why would we take a lower fee when we know you need us during those months?" So
for now, sure.
that's what I'm saying. But now, that's what was said at the influx. Now what I'm hearing is ESPN's like, oh, you don't want to be a part of this? We're gonna go balls deep with the fucking WNBA then. We're gonna make them like
That is their
the
time of year. Yeah.
they're gonna literally whoever takes MLB's package pause is gonna might have to wrestle with the fact that ESPN is paying $100 million a year to the WNBA and getting the same ratings
Yeah,
that they
to
might be.
combat you too. Now it's going to be
Yeah,
like extra because they're going to be going against you. So they're going to do some shady shit probably to go against you. Watch some fucking in years now. It's going to be like, well, we have 7-on-7 scrimmages in the NFL where you just have like no pads, receivers, 2-hand touch, flag foot as scrimmages, just to build up more rate. Like just take more and more. Like
well,
if they wanted to, they could fucking do that. In baseball, guess what? You'd be fucked, bro. You'd be fucked for your
not
main
only that,
professional sport. We'll get wrecked, dude. God.
but I'm also wondering what if they really make the summer league like a real thing? Or like,
Oh,
oh,
like an actual league, like an actual league of rookies and up and comers. Like, yo, who's the best rookie? Like, they could fucking do it if they
they're
wanted to. They
fucking.
could do it.
There's a
Holy
lot of ways ESPN can come up.
yes.
A lot of ways they can come up with better strategy, more cost effective for sure. And that's what they said. They're trying to be more cost effective as streaming rights as like league rights go up. They were saying, and they chose MLB to get cheap.
Bro.
But all right, let's play the video now. Now
Oh,
I kind of explained a lot in the video, but
that's
let's
fair
see what
enough.
he's like.
From the beginning, right? Start from here.
Yeah,
Okay.
6 minutes.
Here we go.
Are they going to come close to $550 million? I'm very doubtful that they'll get even near that number. I'd be surprised by that because of the precedence of the other deals and where the value is.
All right, here we go. We've got Andrew Marchand joining us right now,
that
senior
was
writer
a
for
little
The
clipper.
Athletic, sports media expert. I've been following him for a long time. And you can also check out his podcast.
Don't ask me why
multiple times
Kratz
a week
bothers me,
on
but
the
he
very
does.
topic we're
I
going
don't know
over,
why.
and many others all around.
This guy
kind
kinda
of
does too, but whatever.
Andrew, great to have you on, man. Obviously, a
I
huge
think
story
Kratz
that we
is
wanted
cool.
to dive into with you.
He didn't
Is
say
Yeah.
full
ESPN
vibe,
and
but he's cool.
MLB
Yeah.
just announced
At least
a
he admitted it.
massive
Like, yeah, I'm going
divorce.
boss. Where
Can you take us
Is
through
it go along to get
what the
along, though?
implications
I don't
will
know.
be for baseball
yeah.
fans, for
Oh,
MLB, and for
AJ
ESPN?
might be the worst, bro. To be honest.
Oh, AJ, he, you know what they say about the NFL? Like, oh, it's about the shield. That motherfucker's about the shield for
Yeah,
baseball,
he's
though.
about to shoot.
He's about that shield. Let's be
He is
real.
about to shoot.
But yeah, this the Scott Braun dude also smells like a.
No, Scott Braun's
He smells. Okay, he
he's a
smells trash to
baseball
me.
like strategist. He's a baseball player.
Yeah, but I'll let them talk. Here you go.
But he was keeping it real though.
Oh.
He wasn't. He was not taking MLB side. He was highlighting all the problems. So I was like,
Good.
which is like a breath of fresh air. But yeah,
Good.
I see him talk about Otani like you're a dick rider.
Hey man, I've played baseball more years more years of my life than I haven't. That's an actual thing in my life. I played baseball more years than I haven't in my entire lifespan. And even I had to be like, yo, fuck this thing. Like, fuck this thing until you get it right. Like, straight up. Like, it is what it is. Like, you fix this stupid shit. And guess what? Rule changes ain't doing it for me. Sorry. It's not even about ratings. I don't need you to garner the mass audience. It's more about like the culture of the thing, bro. Don't fuck that up, bro. Let baseball be baseball. But instead, I don't know, man. I don't even know who they're fucking tailoring it for at this
They don't
point.
know what they're tailoring it for, bro.
So it's just like, it ain't me. So it's like, okay, fuck you. I'm just being honest with you. But here we go. Whatever.
For baseball fans, for MLB, and for ESPN.
So yeah, it's a big deal. Next year, this upcoming season, nothing will change. But as it stands now, ESPN, they owed baseball $550 million a year for the next 3 years after this season. You know, as they're going to pay it this year, of course. They do Sunday Night Baseball. They do the Home Run Derby. And they have the first round of the playoffs. So they looked at this contract and they said $550 million. Wait a minute. Apple pays $90 million for their doubleheader regular season national games exclusive on Friday. Roku on Sundays paying $10 million. We agree we should pay more than them. Roku on Sundays paying $10 million. We agree we should pay more than them because.
Wait, because you didn't say those numbers. Apple's paying. You said that $90 million for a doubleheader, and then
every Friday. And
Roku's
Roku,
10 mil.
12 o'clock Sunday day game.
That's when you're watching baseball on Sundays. It's like midday. You crack a beer open, and you're at it feels like you're at the ballpark type shit. Like, what the freak, dude?
So that's what ESPN is saying. You devalue the price of your product.
Yes, and you want us to pay 500 something fucking million?
And we don't think we're getting good value for those 500 million.
Yeah.
On top of you devaluing it, we think we're paying too much for what we're getting back from this.
And you probably give like a sour taste, a hubris take back to them, most likely. And it's like, yo, Manfred, you're trash on every level. You're trash. When it comes to the game, you're trash. When it comes to the business, you're fucking trash. Like, I can't. Like, I don't like ESPN, but how do I blame them? How do I blame them when you do that? But we'll see. We'll see. I'll let them talk more. That's crazy, bro.
Our package includes playoffs, home run derby, Sunday Night Baseball is better, but is it 55 times better than Roku?
Right.
Is it I'm not very good at math. 6 times better than Apple? They said no. The two sides pretty heated yesterday. Rob Manfred sent a memo to the owners that my colleague Evan Drulich of The Athletic obtained, and he said that the ESPN is a platform that's shrinking, which I don't think he would have said.
That's the hubris throwing shots to devalue you guys.
That's what he's saying. I don't think he would have said that.
baseball goes into
They're
its
willing
final
to pay
3
me more.
years
Yeah.
with nobody to work with yet. Manfred said he has 2 places that are potential new distribution partners, but we'll see what happens next.
Who's to blame for this? Nobody.
Can't wait to see baseball have a contract with like crackstreams.com. They're gonna be on
When's it a VPN
crackstreams.com.
torrent? A VPN torrent.
I can't wait, bro. There'll be a subsidiary of Pornhub.com. Just like, oh, he wants you to, yo, after you're done jerking off and you get that post-nut clarity, you might want to watch a baseball game. You might want to relax, crack a beer open, watch a baseball game, you know? It's just like,
And this this game is brought to you by OnlyFans.
So I mean, if this is where Manfred is, bro, might as well, bro. Be real with you. Like, let's go full stupid. Let's go full stupid. But all right, let's hear his
2
question.
places that are potential new distribution partners, but we'll see what happens next.
Johnny's Garages on 51st Street wants to. He got a contract with Major League Baseball to play games. Just stand in front of his storefront and watch through the window. You'll be able to watch any MLB game you want. Like, fuck it. I'm just saying. All right, here we go.
New distribution partners, but we'll see what happens next.
Radio Shack wants to.
For this. Nobody's blaming ESPN for wanting to save money and read the landscape, but nobody's blaming MLB for blaming ESPN for not covering baseball the way that they should or shouldn't. So who's to blame? Who really gets the brunt of
He's trolling, right?
blame?
Yeah, I'll blame.
That's just a question, right? He's trolling?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's just a question. Okay.
So who's to blame? Who really gets the brunt of this blame?
Yeah, I'll blame somebody. Rob Manfred and Noah Garden. Manfred, I don't know what their vision is as of yet in terms of their TV deals. They were mad because the last time around in 2021, ESPN chairman Jimmy Pitaro, he lowered what he was offering from around 750 million is what ESPN was paying to the current $550 million a year, which I think is 570 for this season. So they weigh these things, they average out over the whole contract. And so, you generally at the end, they are more than at the beginning. And so
fair enough.
Okay, you're mad about that. But then you go and you take the extra games that ESPN didn't want anymore, and you go to Apple and you sell them for $90 million, and you call it an experiment. You go to Roku. Well, first you had Peacock, but then you go to Roku and you sell them for $10 million. I don't know how you can expect ESPN to sit there and say, you just devalued how much you say regular season games cost. And again, not that ESPN's package is slightly better, but if you look, Roku's schedule came out this week. It's not bad. It has some Yankee games, some Dodger games, I believe, and it's okay. And there is some exclusivity because those games start a little bit earlier. ESPN has the full ramp of nobody else playing on Sunday night. It's clearly better. It probably is worth 200, 250, maybe $300 million. You probably should be paying for that package at this point. And so, yeah, I think I don't know what their vision is. Having the opt out that they agreed to with 3 years left is not ideal because most partners want a longer term deal so they have stability. And after the 2028 season, Fox, TNT, and this deal are going to be up. And so I don't really see, and then obviously they also have the regional sports network problem, and it's not these aren't great cards that they've been dealt. So I'm a little sympathetic in terms of that, but I don't see at this moment the vision of what they're trying to do and how it's cohesive because ESPN is likely their best partner that they could have. We could talk about the Amazons. We could talk about maybe another network, Apple, Roku, Google, YouTube. The streamers are unproven with regular season baseball, and you're going to talk about that ESPN's not featuring baseball on Sports Center or their talk shows, and maybe that's true. Go to a streamer. Let's
Why
see what the
would
ratings
they?
are if you're Major League Baseball for regular season games. I don't think they're going to be great. I don't think that many people, I think less people will watch. And I think you're taking a big risk going to those 2028 deals that you're going to have to renew or reconfigure.
This is, yeah, he's gonna go down as the worst fucking commissioner in baseball history. I think it's already decided at this point.
I don't know, man. Bud Selig was pretty bad, bro.
No. Guess what? Fans were locked in. Guess what? During the steroid era, even when he exposed the steroids and all that shit, the Mitchell Report, fans are locked in. Sports fans, not just baseball fans, sports fans were locked in, right? You don't have to be a giant NFL fan, but you might take a peek at the scores. Or, like, yo, who played today? Or if it's playoffs, like, who won the big game today? Right? That's sports fans just, like, peeking in and looking. Right? Baseball has no one looking at them. Maybe Dodgers-Yankees was, like, a thing, but kinda. But I don't think that fucking worked. To be real with you. It's like, wait a minute, okay. Dodgers, Yankees, right? If that doesn't pull fans in, then what does? For baseball, what does? What pulls fans in? If the West Coast, East Coast, fucking giant dynasty style fucking teams, right? If that doesn't pull in, like, you know, the regular sports fan, what are we doing?
We're fucked.
Guess what? Fan dueling. Guess what? It's easier to do these other sports as far as understanding the sport and shit like that. Like knowing what's going on. Like, oh, this guy 10 points. Like in a basketball game, like score 10 points. This guy score a touchdown. Right? Even that's simpler on that level, bro. Baseball is like, I guess, home runs, but
it's 2 strikeouts. That's it.
But
strikeouts, home runs.
But it's like, that's such a fucking out there pick kind of thing, right? This guy's gonna hit a home run, right?
No, this guy's gonna hit a home run is crazy, guys. That's crazy.
But that's the big.
The odds of that are harder than a touchdown or like a
yes,
or like even 3 threes made. Like
exactly.
Hitting a home run is super. It's not random. It's just super hard to guess.
Bro, there's 162 fucking games, and
these guys have like days where they're not on. They're not
exactly. These guys might hit 40 something home runs, and guess what? Some of these games are multi home run days. So you tell me, like, so it's like a rarity to like pick that out. It's not like Shea Gildress 25 points tonight. That's not so crazy. You feel like you can pick it.
Bro. You can guarantee that Shea is going to get 20 a game, basically.
Exactly.
You can't guarantee Aaron Judge is going to hit home run every game.
Exactly.
You can't even guarantee he's going to get a hit every game.
Exactly. Thus, it's like, even for on the FanDuel level, there's nothing attractive to the fucking sport. It's just, even hockey's more attractive on the FanDuel level than fucking baseball is. It is. Sorry, but it is. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know what this sport does. I was hoping they just play like the sport itself. Like, we'll play baseball, and in a way, we'll downsize if we have to, for the sake of the sport. Like, we can't spend as much money, yada yada yada. But these guys expecting to sit up here and hold ESPN ransom, I guess, in a way. Like, is that your fucking plan, Manfred? It's like, this dude, I'm telling you, this dude's gonna go down as like one of the worst commissioners in sports. Like the shit falling downhill, the 9/11 of baseball. This fool is standing over it. Oh well, actually, okay. Actually, the other guy was the 9/11 of baseball.
Yeah,
but this guy's picking up the scraps afterwards, right? He's the Iraq War of baseball. This guy, where no one likes it. It's not even entertaining. Where it's like, oh fuck, the buildings came down. Like, it's not even like crazy like to that level. It's just, who's watching baseball? That's what it is, and it's like, yeah, true. What do I do? As a lifetime baseball guy, I don't watch baseball anymore, bro. Like random, I'll watch it rarely, and I guess the World Series I watched last year or whatever. But other than that, like, what am I watching, bro? It's Braves all day, but like,
I watch FanDuel more than I watch baseball.
it's like, sorry, bro.
I watch the little icons on the screen on FanDuel.
Exactly. It's just, I fucking love baseball, man. I can't even play the fucking video games anymore. Like, baseball's so fucking stupid and stingy. Like, yo, put money in your fucking video games. Do that. That's better than fucking trying to hold ESPN hostage. Like, yo, give them a budget. But yo, guys, make this for every console on planet Earth. Make it the best quality thing you can possibly make. Give our players personalities. Do it all. Get our minor leagues in there to where, like, you know, the fan who's playing the video game could be like, yo, I'm gonna bring up what's his name. What's his name? Well, that's that guy from LSU. Now he's gonna be in the major leagues now because in my franchise mode I brought him up. Like, give him that. At the like something, Anthony. Give them something, bro. Give something where fans can like some sort of food for fans to eat. Pause. Something, dude. But what do we get? We get rule changes and backwards negotiations with giant companies, bro. This is what we're getting as fans. This is not right, dude. It's not right. We are losing as fans. So that Rob Manfred can get out of his fucking feet. If Rob Manfred is outside of our apartments, like, yo, man, yo, you got $20, bro? Yo, man, yo, you got $20, yo? Like, that's what fucking Manfred's doing right now with our league. This is what he's doing to us.
He got 20
Fuck this guy, bro. I'm telling you, fuck this. He's trash, bro. In my opinion. But, alright. I'll let it go more. Who's the... Look at the timestamps, Ed. Look at the timestamps. Who's to blame? Manfred's they're right next to each
Yeah,
other.
they're right next to each other.
This script writes itself, dude.
Yeah.
It writes itself.
I just want you to hear what Manfred had to say, though.
Let's hear it.
Go to the Manfred's comments.
It's right here. I'll let it play.
Less people
I'll let it
will
play.
watch.
I'll shut
I
up.
think you're taking big risks.
There you go.
Going to those 2028
God
deals that you're
damn,
gonna have to renew or
Fuck,
reconfigure.
bro.
Did Rob Manfred's comments, were they too petty? In the sense of like, well, if you're not going to, then you're not that cool anyway, ESPN, and we're fine with it. Were they too petty in the sense that whoever's going to be picking up these games or whoever they're going to next, the two other places that he said they're going to be, possibly streaming on, like, do you really want to work with a guy who does this at the divorce of, a long-standing relationship?
On every level, he fucking sucks. Sorry, he does.
So I'm a person who thinks like have a reason for everything you do. And so, and especially when we're talking about if you're the commissioner here, what's the strategic reason to diss ESPN here after a long relationship that has been a good relationship overall? You could argue that they don't. The reason that you guys, are off to success is because
He's dick riding
you
him
have
right
an
here.
audience that likes to talk about baseball. But I'm not
He's
saying it's a
dick
niche audience because I think there's a big niche for baseball. There's a lot of baseball fans. But if you want to do a show like First Take, people want to hear about the Cowboys. So the idea that it's not they would talk about
Until the Mitchell
Milwaukee
Report.
Brewers on First Take if more people would watch. That they're just doing what the metrics say. And so to bring up that stuff,
But they're not thinking about like what makes the Cowboys dramatic and interesting to look at. It's that like, oh, they spend all this money and it's it's everything's big in Texas, right? They fucking buy the biggest
There's
fucking
a whole
stadium
lore behind Jerry
exactly.
Jones. Like dude, Dak Prescott's Dak Prescott's not a top 5 quarterback. This dude gets talked about like he's the president, bro.
Exactly. And that was the Yankees at a certain point.
Yeah,
the Yankees were living off of that idea, that lore, where it's like, oh, it's Steinbrenner and the money he has to spend on the Yankees.
His son got pacified the organ. It's not just his son's fault.
No,
it's a bigger problem than him.
I agree. And it's like,
Because it's like, yo, do you know the Warriors fucking owner? No, but he's fucking known. He's known just for being the owner of the Warriors.
exactly. And the GM. The GM got a
The
fucking
GM
talk
got an
about this shit.
ESPN job, yeah. Like
I mean,
there's a trickle down effect to the popularities of these other sports that you don't see in baseball. You don't even see it on the surface for baseball. Forget ancillary things. You don't even see like the main thing have the kind of drip these other leagues have. Like on the ancillary, bro, like on the peripheral.
Anthony. Let me say it. I one day want to make a video about this on its own, but I'm gonna say it here, where it's like, imagine the dramatic moments in it's kind of modern baseball, like early 2000s, maybe 80s to early 2000s, like of era of baseball, and
Yeah.
the actual like sport for sport dramatic moments. They have not been seen in any other sport. Straight up. I'm sorry. Maybe MJ in the late 90s.
MJ, but the NFL was nothing, bro. The '80s were nothing. The '90s, early '90s were nothing really till the Cowboys showed up with the fucking
Yes.
dynasty.
Yeah, but
And and then they went lull again when the home run race happened. You weren't talking about football,
no.
and that's when Jordan left the Bulls. And it was
Yes.
you went straight from the home run race to Bonds. From Bonds, 2001, when 9/11.
Yeah.
From that, it was the
Oh my
fucking
god, dude.
it was the
Holy
Boston
shit.
Red Sox New York Yankees saga.
Oh
Can they
my
finally
god.
that storybook shit, bro? Can they you lose Game 7 on a walk off?
The year
And like that,
before.
dude, the manager got fired. They were clowning Pedro. Like it was crazy, bro. Like
Oh
the
my
redemption
god.
story wrote itself, dude.
Yeah.
Even 2001, the Diamondbacks are an expansion
Yes,
team,
the D-back
and
fucking Yankees.
they're
Yeah.
facing they're facing the inevitable New York Yankees. Like they're Thanos at that point. We're inevitable. You can't stop.
Yes. Exactly.
And 9/11 happened. Derek Jeter fucking hits the fucking the game
The
leading.
Mr. November. That shit. Oh, wait. What are you saying?
The Mets weren't even in the playoffs when Piazza hit the home run after they baseball started again from that.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
like that shit was rizzed the fuck up, dude. The sport was on Riz was on
No, no, no.
1,000%.
Have we seen that height
No,
in sports?
no.
I'm telling you, bro. In those years of baseball, bro, we have not seen that in sports. Fuck that. Wrestling, where they can make their own endings for things, has
They
not
couldn't
touched
make that.
those.
Yeah,
They
they
haven't
couldn't.
touched those. So I'm telling you, bro, like that was a different thing in regards to sport. Like, I don't know, man. It's I'm wrecked. I'm wrecked. I'm actually wrecked. Because those moments in sports are like all time in sports. All time, bro. And
Well, it wasn't just that. It was like the culture and societal factors
yes.
were playing itself out within the game.
Yes.
It all like water cooler talk, sports radio, TV, the actual experience at the games, on TV and in person. Like it all intertwined. And it's like, yo, like this is what like a sport humming on all cylinders is.
And these fools can't touch it. They haven't touched anything near that. I'm sorry, dude. I get the NFL is very popular, right? By numbers, right?
But it's like it's like a conglomerate kind of
But
popular. It's
if I
not a
take, but hold on, if I take one of these fans from the newer era of watching football, bro, and I place them in old Yankee Stadium in the year '99 or some shit like that, they'll be like, "Holy fuck!" Like that's a sports experience, bro. That's
yeah.
different. It's diffy. It is. It's way different. So, like, why isn't baseball leaning on that if they want to become something else? I don't know. If they want to, how come they're not leaning on that
I'm gonna show you
idea?
why. I'm gonna show you why. Next video. Let's finish the comments up. We're gonna watch the next video. I'm gonna show you why baseball, because they have dipshit fans like this next guy. I'm gonna show you.
Okay. Well,
That's delusional.
let's get to Manfred's comments, then we'll move on to the next one. Here we go.
As soon as these comments go on the next video.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't think really concerns them. The $550 million is what concerns Major League Baseball. I don't see the purpose of that. ESPN still wants to be in business with Major League Baseball. They want
Remember Baseball Tonight?
have
Bro,
national
my heart's
games.
breaking
They'd like to be part of
again.
the solutions for
I
regional
threw
sports.
this shit in my past. My heart's breaking
games and all
again.
the problems with the
Fuck.
RSNs. And the other thing is, they have someone in Jimmy Pitaro who's a huge baseball fan. And when you make these decisions, you'd like to say, well, that doesn't matter. I think it does matter a little bit. The guy in charge eats and drinks and breeds the New York Yankees, still gets upset over regular season losses. And so that's someone who you want, and his sister works in the commissioner's office.
And he's
So
78 years old,
feel
right?
like that's someone who's, I wouldn't say family, but is someone who you could work with.
I get mad when the Braves lose. I do. It's just you changed rules around. Thus, why the fuck am I watching this product?
From 700
Why am I watching this product, bro, at a certain point? But whatever.
Because they didn't have somebody else to go to. If they had somebody else to go to, then they would have, or they at least you would have used the leverage to keep the number at the same number. Why did they end up at Roku for $10 million? Because nobody really wanted those deals. Now, the streamer.
So let me pause real fast. There is a certain part of the year where I had a very close friend who lived in the area. At a certain point of the year, every time I go to this motherfucker's house, the Yankees are on the fucking TV screen. Every time. I'm not a Yankee fan.
Like that. Yeah.
Exactly. I'm not a Yankee fan. I fucking hate the Yankees. I hate the Yankees. I hate the Mets. Probably more. I hate a lot of teams. I'm a Braves fan. It is what it is. But these motherfuckers, like, the game is on when I go to their house. Is that a dead thing? Right? Like in future generations, that's probably dead, right? But
I would say it's got a lot of competition.
I don't see. There might be some New York, because that's our shit, right? New York, Boston area.
Yeah,
Philly. They're sports fans like that.
This is what I realized, bro. I thought we're like how we are is how everybody was. We're like, nah, man, baseball is still a thing. You go to other even Philly. You go to Philly, baseball is not a thing in Philly, bro.
Really?
It is not a thing in Philly. Nope. Even basketball is not a thing. It's fucking Eagles. Now it's on Joe Rogan TRT steroids.
I thought these dweebs in Philly would be like, yo, any sports team that wins, we'll take you.
Nah.
That's all we do.
I think Atlanta still has it. Atlanta still has it.
Baseball-wise, I think we do. I think we do, actually. But
the Dodgers have it. Certain teams, the Chicago Cubs have it.
Bro.
There's Boston, obviously.
All right. Anthony, listen. I love the Braves, but it's a bunch of moms bringing their kids to the ballpark. And it's...
You know it is.
Listen.
Yeah, I know.
These moms are sexy as fuck. I'm with it. You're an Atlanta fan and you're a mom, you're hot as fuck. It is what it is. But it ain't... I don't know. It ain't mid to late 90s Braves, bro, where it's like kind of like a little bit of pandemonium. Not as much as New York. New York is a bunch of crazy motherfuckers, right? New York teams in that time period, they're like, I live around these fools. I've been to their stadiums. I've watched their games. These fools are fucking batshit crazy, and I love it, like in a good way, in a sports fan way. It's beautiful, but.
Remember when we were watching the World Series last year, and we were watching these dudes talk like, man, and they were like watching the Yankees get shit on, and then like the whole crowd's quiet. He's like, man, you got all these fucking guys, these corporate fucks buying these boots and shit from Connecticut. They don't give a fuck about the Yankees like that. It's true, like it's pacified.
It is true. It's true, bro. these dweebs with their cheese fries sitting in the front row, like, yo, slap the shit out of these little bitches.
Looking down on their phone. That's why you got to put it. They had to put a net in because everybody's looking at their phone while the game's going on.
Exactly. I hate
Getting
the
hit.
Yankees, but what those guys are saying, like, yeah, those are like,
Real fans.
I
Yeah,
like to hate these guys. Like, they're like those guys, bro. Like, I'm cool with them for that. Yeah, it is what it is. And yes, Yankee Stadium got fucking, let's be real, upended by steakhouses and shit like that instead of fucking instead of bleacher, like real bleacher creatures, like, you know, out there. They got upended by, you know, some sort of steakhouse or something. Like, come on, bro. It's every stadium now. Let's be real about that. But
yeah.
And Rob Manfred probably signed off on all of it. So what do the numbers look like? Huh? How much money are you making off this? Okay, yeah, sign off. Instead of like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, these guys even get into like, yo, their copyright rules are draconian. MLB's copyright, like you can't fair use anything from MLB on like YouTube or anything.
I could see that.
Idiots!
Like, they're so
these guys,
stupid. They're so dumb.
and they're like, yo, the NBA.
Fuck.
Remember when we were recording for the NBA playoffs when Jamal Murray hit the shot against the Lakers?
Yes, yeah.
And immediately, he's like, Scott's like, the NBA don't give a shit. NBA like, you go ahead. The NBA is like, go ahead, use our content.
You want to make highlights?
Like, yeah, and the MLB's like fucking draconian. What's that shit called? The Ministry of like you couldn't show women getting pleasure in movies. That's the MLB, dude. The committee, the committee of losers.
The Farmer Motion Picture Association of America.
Yeah,
whatever.
There you go.
But it's like, yeah, bro, that's crazy. Like, shouldn't you be one? Like, what am I thinking of, bro? I think it's a movie where they're like, yo, I want them to take this, multiply it, and go fucking crazy. Like, what am I thinking of? That's not the line from the movie, but it's like,
yeah, it's
like I want them to go crazy with what I give them. Take that and go fucking apeshit.
Not the MLB. MLB is all about a quick buck, bro.
Like, nah, bro, we need that dollar. It's Manfred.
Tell me you're a struggling league without telling me where like every little thing you're trying to squeeze a buck out of it.
It's Manfred.
Like you're thinking in like the old days. You're not thinking of, yo, I gotta set something up for the future. Like, nah, give me everything now.
Like, it's Manfred outside your apartment when, let's say, random player, not even judge, random player hits his like 78th home run of the season. Manfred's out there like, yo, you got $20 for me, bro? What's up? Yo, you owe me, like, can I get that $20 now? Like, yo, let the fans express some shit and have some fun with some shit. You're right, dude. You're right. Maybe the NBA is probably looser with their rules than the fucking MLB is. It's crazy.
Engagement is key.
Which is like, yo, these motherfuckers would sacrifice, like back in the day, like wrestling wise, right? They'd sacrifice making a buck off a moment just to have everyone see it. Just make sure everyone sees it. That's all that matters. Make sure everyone fucking sees it. That's all that matters. These fools are like, they're trying to lock this shit up. Like, even the wrestling shit I did tonight, they're kind of locking it up a bit. It's just like, is that how it, like, I don't know, man. Whatever. Here, let's hear Manfred. Let's get the Manfred.
Amazon's clearly,
Fuck.
I think they're probably ESPN's biggest rival right now, with Netflix maybe around the corner, because they have the NFL, they have Thursday Night Football. They like the idea. They have a relationship with the Yankees. They've been very smart. And so could they?
Yankees or yes, whatever.
Maybe, but they also, I don't know if they're just writing a check because they can. That's not what their MO is. Yeah, Netflix, Apple has not been a success. They don't release any numbers. Yeah, I can't say the numbers I've heard, but they've not been good. And you just have a feel too.
Well, that's baseball. That's not Apple's fault.
For people,
that is not Apple's fault. That is baseball's fault. Let's be real about that. They do all right with football, don't they? Apple?
No, Apple doesn't have baseball, football, or basketball.
No, they had fucking. Don't they do fucking
That's Amazon.
Amazon? Oh fuck, you're right. Never mind.
But they're saying that Amazon
Sure.
might be willing to take on some baseball. It's just how much and for how much. How much of it and for how much.
Yeah. I'll give you a stick of bubble gum and a handshake.
Yeah.
Pause.
You a bag of balls.
It's like, when we watch that show Arliss, like baseball is like the big dick in the room. Everything else is also awesome. Like NBA is awesome, NFL is awesome, but baseball's the big dick. And now it's just nothing.
Now it's nothing.
Oh my god, it's like, who the fuck? Why am I watching this? The biggest star in the game that everyone, like, maybe people, well, actually, that's probably Ohtani. But but Ohtani didn't show up during it. That was Freddie Freeman. Freddie Freeman was the guy. He was the man.
A bum. He was a bystander.
He didn't do no step back MJ shit, bro. Freddie did all the fucking. He did the fucking like PR work. He did it straight up. Aaron Judge, which is also bigger than Freddie Freeman, made some of the biggest blunders. I'm wrecked. I'm wrecked, Ant. Like, what's pulling anyone to the sport? Let's be real. Other than, like, grab your biggest NBA stars, your biggest NFL stars, your biggest any sport ever, and throw 95 miles an hour in front of them. That's your only chance, bro. Like, maybe show them, like, how hard it is. And they're like, oh, fuck, even the best athletes in the world struggle with this. Like, that, maybe. But fuck that, man. Like, all right, let's continue. I want to get to the other thing, the other
local
video.
Team, is there excitement or is it a nuisance?
It's just annoying. It really is.
Almost 100% people would say it's a nuisance. It's 4 times a year, and I don't really see the strategy of what they're doing. They got
this
really
guy's wrecked.
When they get to 28
wrecked
in terms of how they're going to sell their packages.
How are you going to do this
differently than they are now? Because it's a different world with streaming. And again, there's no vision right now. So to answer your question, I don't understand why you make those comments, because I think if you're smart, you want ESPN still involved. That's only going to help you. It's not going to hurt you if you have ESPN at the table, even if you want to leave.
Yeah, misguided and dumb.
Because Manfred
it's not like
works
it's
for the
last
Russians.
time
I'm going with that.
Work with them.
I'm going with Manfred's a Russian agent trying to destroy baseball. What's the Democrats' point of view? I'm going with that, bro. The Democrats' narrative of he's a Russian agent. He's here to destroy American freedom, and that's all I got. That's all I have. Is there a direct comment thing where he talks?
I thought there was. Yeah, there is. I don't know.
There is. I'm skipping to it.
Talking about it right here. Let's see.
I want to see him on camera saying it.
No, it's not on camera. It's a statement. Don't worry about it. Just go to the next video.
Okay.
We're done. We stayed way too long.
Hey, listen. Or talk shit,
the next one's gonna be funny. I think you're gonna laugh a lot of times.
Wait. You gave me this already.
The fuzzy one, yeah, the fuzzy.
Yeah, I got it.
I can't believe I'm actually saying this out loud.
You gotta skip like getting rid 3 minutes. This is the beer policy shit. I don't really
trading for Devin Williams, realizing that he's a free agent.
No. Yeah. 3. Yeah. My bad. Yeah, you were right.
3 minutes. The press
conference. I think a little more than 3 minutes. I think like 3:30. Right, 3:20. Fine.
Let's go right here. Right.
The Yankees actually allowed beers. They allowed it back in 1995. It got ruined. I just posted a TikTok about it. My TikTok is @FuzzyFromYT. I don't do any cringe dancing. It's only educational baseball content, I swear. So go follow me on TikTok @FuzzyFromYT.
Listen to this delusional fuck.
Robert Manfred is standing on business. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Manfred, Mr. Bobby, has been kind of on a hot streak ever since he really made himself not look the best after the whole piece of metal thing, the Astros debacle. But with the rule changes and now holding ESPN accountable, he is holding Sunday Night Baseball.
What's that? What is that?
He likes the rule changes.
What's the piece of metal thing now? What's that?
Rob Manfred said the World Series championship is just a piece of metal, and he got like shitted on for that. And
Wait. The commissioner of baseball just said
yes,
the biggest title in baseball is just whatever. Maybe this might be some Trump shit, bro. Where we have someone become like, make baseball great again or whatever. Like they come in and replace this fool. Maybe that's the best marketing they can do, right?
maybe.
That's kind of crazy. Because I think he realized he's a heel. He's like, yo, wait, people hate me. So, like, let's lean into this. And then people will. I need Manfred to start, like, yo, we need some trans players in the Major League Baseball. I need him to do that right now. Like, get some trans players in here.
Well, everybody else, and then the dude's like, we're not doing that.
Exactly.
We're bringing it back to the glory days.
I need his, like.
No more launch angle.
I need the counter to show up.
You got to pitch 6 innings. You start a game.
Look at you never did it. If I was in charge, you'd be in jail right now. All right. Here we go.
YT, I've been going crazy this month. Robert Manfred is standing on business. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Manfred, Mr. Bobby, has been kind of on a hot streak ever since he really made himself not look the best after the whole piece of metal thing, the Astros debacle. But with the rule changes and now holding ESPN accountable, he is pulling Sunday Night Baseball from ESPN.
Is that a Cleveland or Chicago Bears hat?
It is Cleveland. Can you pause it real quick?
2025 because ESPN.
Yeah, I'll back up a little bit.
Pay attention to his framing. He's making it seem like, oh, Robert Manfred. Like, dude, if they would have kept paying Manfred what they were paying him, he wouldn't have left. He wouldn't have said anything. Well, you and me wouldn't be making this video. He wouldn't be making this video. So let's just be honest about that. But this guy's like, he's a propagandist.
Okay. I have heard of this guy before. It was more in the lane of MLB The Show. I think I seen this guy playing. Right?
Yeah.
And remember when Major League Baseball was trying to get these baseball quote unquote baseball influencers, right? To watch baseball games. Go ahead.
He's one of the dudes. So when they did the MLB on YouTube.
Yes,
he's one
exactly.
of those dudes that's like allowed to comment.
Exactly.
Because he's like an approved MLB. So he's a shill, essentially.
He's one of the Epstein. I got an Epstein binder. Like, yo, look, it's the Epstein binder. If you know, you know. Whatever. But he's like a baseball influencer. And he's not going to question what he's watching. He's not going to question MLB. They'll watch a shitty game that's boring as fuck, and they'll applaud the time clock or some stupid rule that Manfred already agrees upon. Or like, oh, man, what a hit by yada, yada, yada. Like, he's a bootlicker, right?
Yeah,
he's an MLB bootlicker, like clear as day. But hey, you know what? It pays his career. It is what it is. Like, yo, listen, baseball is a little sketchy of a sport to make money in. He's making money somehow, so you know what? I ain't trying to hate, bro. I ain't trying to snitch on him or whatever. But like, he is a bootlicker. He's a baseball bootlicker. MLB, not baseball. He's a MLB bootlicker. Let me get that correct. And he will be allowed to be in important discussions, even though he has nothing real to fucking say. Let's be honest. Give me those Yankee fans during the playoffs. Give me those guys over this guy. All day, every day. Granted, I hate the Yankees, but I'm just saying. This guy, he's not trustworthy, in my opinion, what I've seen from this guy. And exactly, yes. The fucking... when they broadcast games on YouTube, it's exclusive, right? Only certain people can comment, and it's these checkmark names. I could believe it. Yeah, he's probably one of them, and
he's 100%.
And they say nothing about whatever. Well, let's keep it moving. Here we go.
After the whole piece of metal thing, the Astros debacle, but with the rule changes and now holding ESPN accountable. He is pulling Sunday Night Baseball from ESPN, and I don't know if it's all baseball highlights, but MLB just might not be on ESPN in general after 2025 because ESPN was complaining about the rights fee of like $550 million, and Manfred said, we're not going to lower your rights fees because you don't show baseball ever. As a matter of fact, we're taking baseball with us. I'm absolutely down with this kind of petty. ESPN has been an embarrassment for the last decade. I mean, I feel bad that kids like today's generation won't be able to experience the prime Baseball Tonight that we all got. Like, if you close your eyes, you could probably hear the Baseball Tonight theme song and see the intro in your head if you're old enough to remember it. About a year and a half ago, I was...
Yeah, I remember that. But let's be real. If ESPN kept the same rubric for Baseball Tonight that you're asking for, you would be on YouTube crying about ESPN not upgrading their standard for baseball. You'd be crying about that because let's be real, you kind of sound like a mouthpiece for Major League Baseball versus baseball fans. I'm sure he poses as I speak for the fans. This is what the fans want. I speak for what they want. Like, I understand Baseball Tonight and all that shit and how cool it was. It was cool. It was impactful. It was the close of my night when I was a kid. At fucking 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. or whatever the fuck it came out, or summertime, it'd be on twice. I remember that shit. It was on like 10 p.m., right? And then I think 12 a.m. as like they would repeat Baseball Tonight when I was a kid on the East Coast, right? And it's like, oh, this is fucking awesome. This is fucking dope. But what if they didn't? Let's say they kept that exact same style of things. Guess what? This YouTuber, I think, would be crying like, how come they don't upgrade their this? How come they don't upgrade their that? They'd be on Rob Manfred time, I think. The way he sounds, man. And what I've heard of this guy before, I'm sorry, bro. Sorry to this dude. You would get in the way of nostalgia, I think. Not that nostalgia is the answer. It's just like I think you would actually stand up against it if they try to recreate that. Like, no, upgrade your graphics, upgrade this, upgrade that. It's just not happening. And also, baseball's not where it was, so they're not primetime TV now. Sorry. As cool as it was when I was fucking like from a little kid to fucking like 16, 17 years old, where I watched Javi Lopez hit a fucking home run. I'm like, oh shit. To watch on baseball, watch him hit his 40th home run or whatever the fuck. Like, oh, it's fucking dope. It's awesome. It ain't that anymore, man. And let me just make a guess here. This guy's in favor of the rule changes, but gets mad that people's view on baseball changes.
Yep.
That can't work. That does not work, my friend. Sorry. You can't be in favor of the rule changes, but also be upset at people that are mad that baseball changed. It is what it is. How do you get back to prominence? I actually don't know. I really don't know. But the direction they're going is not it. And trying to strong arm ESPN is definitely not it. Like, what are we doing? You're fucking stupid. And he's whatever. Here we go.
Taking baseball with us. I'm absolutely down with this kind of petty. ESPN has been an embarrassment for the last decade. I mean, I feel bad that kids like today's generation won't be able to experience the prime Baseball Tonight that we all got. Like, if you close your eyes, you could probably hear the Baseball Tonight theme song and see the intro in your head if you're old enough to remember it. About a year and a half ago, I was able to snag a call with Stephen A. Smith, the executive producer of First Take. What does that mean? He comes up with all of the ideas. He's like the golden boy of ESPN. What he says goes, and he pretty much
This guy called Stephen A., bro.
Okay, so this is the original thing that you were talking about.
Yeah, keep playing.
And he recorded it. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me hear it.
Well, it's you didn't have to record it. It's on. Stephen A. has it on his channel.
Okay, fair enough. Let's hear it.
Out loud.
Because
ESPN doesn't show baseball anymore because it doesn't get ratings. Well,
ESPN, dude, we did this video already, didn't we? About where Stephen A. Who's he talking to? Stephen A.'s talking to someone, and he's like, baseball ain't that relevant. He's talking about Mike Trout, I think. and he's like, "Oh, baseball ain't that relevant like that, right?"
I don't remember.
Is that the same call, or is it a different call?
No, that was on ESPN. This is on his YouTube channel.
Oh, okay. Let's hear it. Curious.
Goes, and he pretty much admitted in this clip, I exposed him. He said the silent part out loud that ESPN doesn't show baseball anymore.
It's the Illuminati trying to stop baseball.
ESPN, the NBA ratings lately.
Look at this guy. So hold on, back. I can't let that go. I can't let that go. Back that up. I can't let that go.
Repeat this. Okay, good.
As is, those ratings are doubling MLB's ratings on a nightly basis. As is, as bad as they are.
Yeah,
they're doubling. They're doubling MLB's ratings,
which is obvious and believable.
And it's like, dude, that's your punchline. Have you seen NBA's ratings lately? Like, bro, this is like a recent thing. You guys have been slipping for 15 years. Like, this is like, yo, like, whatever, like all right, I'll play your game. Yeah, they're not good. This just started for them.
What was that joint you sent me, Anthony? Was it fuck, what's his name? Jeez, I forgot his first name. Brown, wide receiver, Eagles.
Oh,
AJ Brown.
Yeah, he got drafted by somebody to play baseball.
It's like, yo, I'm used to 80, 85, but then these motherfuckers are throwing 95.
Like, I'm out of here, bro.
Imagine that shit where it's like, yo, Super Bowl champion winning wide receiver, like athletes of athletes, right? He's a super athlete. And he's like,
yo, this shit is hard.
Yeah, but they throw too hard. No, that's kind of scary looking, and, you know, that's kind of fucked up, bro. I can't do it. I'm out of here. But it's almost like baseball used to be like grown man sport, bro. Like you grab pause, you grab your lumber, pause, and you go to work, pause again. But I'm sorry, a little Twinkle D right here ain't giving that vibe off of that, if that's what baseball is.
No, he's not that guy. No.
I mean, it's like he's.
That's why I like those Yankee guys. There's like, yo, all right, like, you guys smell like you're from that era.
Exactly, bro. These guys are like, yo, why the fuck is yada 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 at second base right now? Like, or whatever. Why is this pitcher in the game right now? Like, they have those baseball sentiments to them that makes the game entertaining. Where you're like a manager watching the manager instead of like, I don't know, like it's almost like a bunch of robot pinball machine shit. Seemingly. Like, it feels like a pinball machine.
Yeah, like, yo, like, what do we give those fuckers, Players' Choice, like, a hard time? But it's like, yo, they're like, it's like, yo, they're constantly, like, they're talking about clickbait shit, but they're also talking about strategy. There's it's like, yo, where's the X's and O's guy for baseball? There's no X's and O's guy.
Exactly.
Whereas, like, yo, like you're telling me how great the game is. Tell me about the game. Tell me what you see in the game. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you don't like. Like, you don't hear that shit like that.
Exactly.
Because they're like, I feel like they're constantly trying to play PR/defense instead of actually focusing about the product on the field. And what is that telling me about the product on the field? It's like, are you watching the games too, bro? Or are you bullshitting like the rest of us?
It's more important to keep the boat afloat than it is to critique the boat that you're on right now. It's like, yo, bro, you keep bailing water out of this boat. Maybe it sucks. Just shut up. Let me just bail this out first. Then I'll tell you what I think about the boat. Like, you might be doing that forever, bro. And that ain't a good thing.
And it's like, yo, man, I want to hear. It's like, dude, it's like, I'm seeing a lot of fucking nerds around this game. Like, where are these nerds coming from, bro? What, like, you're saying, like, yo, like, it used to be a man's sport. It's like, I don't see these men around the sport anymore, bro. Where are these men at?
I mean,
because, like, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Like, yo, like, we
like wrestling.
I feel like we internally, like our circle of friends or whatever, we kind of shit on, like, oh, like, all these dudes that are like what they think masculinity is and shit. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah.
Like we shit on that, and then but at the same time, like there is something to like being like masculine or whatever, like in like whatever version we view as a pure way of being it. Like yeah, you don't have to demean someone to be a man's man or something like that,
Yeah.
or you
True.
don't have to you don't like you can be showboaty or whatever, but like there's a way about it.
Yes.
Where like these fuckers are like yo, have you ever been an alpha in any group you've been in? Like a true alpha, meaning like you walk the shoes of like I gotta do what's right and I gotta also be the man. Like at the same time. Like you're that fucking guy driving the car and you're also like worried like you're also like trying to do the right thing at the same time. If that makes any sense.
That does make sense. And
Where like you don't see like I'm seeing a lot of fucking followers. I ain't seeing nobody leading this fucking boat. Seeing a lot of fucking following out here.
I agree.
A lot of fucking
I
nerds
absolutely agree.
who wouldn't hang when this shit was actually popping. You guys are outcasts, and now you're like at the forefront of this shit, and like it's like yeah, I can see why the sport's falling apart. When I got when the fucking loudest voices are you guys, I can see why the problems that exist. And I'm not talking about no fucking ratings. I'm talking about the product on the field and what's accepted.
I'm telling you right now. Like, okay, here's the thing. Like, me and you, I think we kind of disagreed about Albert Bell a little bit.
Yeah,
As far as like where he was at, but guess what?
yeah.
No one's fucking with that guy. Like any
Nah,
sport, no one's fucking with Albert fucking
we didn't
Bell,
fuck with
bro.
Albert Bell,
He's
bro.
gonna choke slam
Where,
you somewhere,
where's
bro.
that guy at? Yeah, where's that guy? I didn't.
Exactly. Where is that? Like, yo,
But it's not
that's
just
the alpha
deep.
motherfucker in the room. Where is
Yeah,
that?
it's deeper. I mean that is a big part of it though. I'm not gonna say it's deeper, but it's also like yo, like I don't know, like yo, Aaron, like Aaron Judge loves Aaron Boone. Like there's something wrong with that picture. Something like because those Yankee dudes like, hey man, fucking Judge always sticks up for this guy. Like yo, like we can't
I'm
because
just,
they hate Aaron Boone. The Yankee like these Yankee guys hate Aaron Boone. It's like yo, fucking Judge. And Judge didn't like Girardi, bro. Which I thought was weird, cause like, yo,
really? I didn't know that. Okay.
it's not just Judge. A lot of them. Gary Sanchez didn't like Girardi, but Gary Sanchez didn't like Girardi because him and Tony Pena was fucking on his ass, pause every day. Yo, you better stop fucking making errors. Like they were fucking, and guess what? When Gary Sanchez played for Joe Girardi, he was a superstar. That's what his numbers were saying. Like, yo, this guy
Yeah.
is the elite of elite catchers. Like he's fucking on it. And as soon as he left, this guy's career went down the fucking toilet.
Yeah. I mean, well, come on. Tony Pena, it's like you're not fucking sorry. At catching, he's not gonna fuck around on that shit, bro. It is what it is. And that's kind of the Yankee pedigree of things. I think Tony
those
Pena,
guys,
bro, as a catcher is like all time as far as defensively. Like he's
yeah,
not gonna
well,
let you
those
pass
guys,
on things.
these guys, fucking Steinbrenner and Cashman purged all the legends. Like these guys just came back this year, but these guys, there were no legends coming back. What's his name? Reggie Jackson. He had to go
Yeah,
work for Houston because he said these guys didn't want my opinion. They didn't value my
and
opinion.
that's baby Steinbrenner, right? That ain't
Yeah.
George, right?
No, it's Hank. It's Al.
Okay, baby Steinbrenner. Got it.
Yeah, but Baby Steinbrenner isn't really there. It's Cashman, bro. Cashman's running the team, bro. Steinbrenner's not there, bro. The Cashman has a job for life, bro.
Yo, Ant.
That's like the general consensus.
Ant, hear me out on this. Isn't that a good script for like, let's say a movie, right? Where it's like, yo, the team that we cheer for is on a downslide. This is what it would look like, right? Where it's like, oh, the corporate fucking yada yada yada, right?
Yeah.
And then they make a rise up off of authenticity, right? Someone real comes into the locker room and like shakes things up, right?
Yeah.
If that's like the thing, bro, like, I mean, I hope that they wouldn't do that on purpose. They're trying to like milk everything they can out of the league, not just the Yankees. Every team, and Manfred himself is Let's be real. He's here to milk shit from whatever he can get. He'll take it.
Well,
Pause.
I mean, I'm going off script, bro, but
Mm-hmm.
here's the problem. All leagues are doing that. The problem is the owners in baseball don't want to share. They don't work together. They like the NFL they bargain everyone's rights equal like together as one. Like like Jerry Jones, like he's on some bullshit. Like Jerry Jones doesn't want to share like his stadium profits or whatever. But TV rights,
Yeah.
they're all sold as one. NBA, same thing. MLB isn't. They don't work. They don't work together, and there's no salary cap and there's no salary floor. So teams like the Pirates and Marlins don't have to fucking spend up to an amount. And like they're pushing out all the veterans and they're bringing in new young kids that aren't getting paid anything to strike out 150 times and
Bro,
hopefully
Anthony, I'm asking you, is that not a script for some sort of major league sequel? As far as that is, right? The young kids come in here and they just strike out all the time. They don't know the real rules, bro. The real etiquette.
They don't have veterans teach them either.
Exactly. It's like it writes itself. But
and now you don't have advanced scouting. You have analytics department. You have an analytic department for the pitchers telling you how to blow your elbow out, basically. And you have an analytics department for the hitters telling you how to strike out 150 times. Minimum a year.
And they have
don't worry about average, don't worry about innings, don't worry about wins. Don't worry about it's crazy, bro.
It is crazy. I watched that Red Sox kid.
Who?
Anthony what the fuck's his name, bro? The minor leaguer.
Yeah, Hamilton, I think it is.
No, not Hamilton. There's another fucking name, bro. It sounds like an Italian name. If I remember correctly.
The Red Sox have the best farm system right now.
I seen a couple prospects, but there was one I was like looking at the most, where this kid's kind of doing some like interesting things on the field, but the only thing that's mentioned is his exit velocity and the speed off the bat. Like, you guys are missing out on why this kid might be special. You're missing out on it for the sake of stupid stats.
And he's also gonna miss out on it too.
Imagine MJ coming up as a prospect. You're like, well, he shoots 36% from 3, and you focus on that. No, forget about like him being good or not. Just like, oh my god, 36% from 3. Meanwhile, like this guy can jump 50 inches off the fucking ground. Pause.
Well, that's the problem. You have
like, why are you missing that?
Evaluators, and you have like the quote unquote experts in your sport who know less than you and me at home on our couch.
Exactly. I saw this Red Sox kid. I saw him like hustle out the box to take normally a single into a fucking double. Like no one gave him, like no one really looked at it like yo, that's fucking cool that he would actually do that like mentally. He's not the fastest guy ever, but he took his advantage. He like tried to game the system in a way. That's what baseball is. Baseball's let's be real. The best are a bunch of hustlers, bro. Derek Jeter is a fucking hustler, bro.
Yeah.
I'll take what I can. I'll take some shit from you if I can. Pete Rose, I'll take some shit from you. Like, if you give me some shit, I'll take it from you, bro. Pause.
Yeah.
That's major pause. But like, it's guys like taking advantage of like scouting reports. Yo, this guy leaves fastballs over here, or this guy he blinks too hard when he throws fastballs.
Yeah.
So like, yo, he tipped his pitch. Let's take advantage of this motherfucker. Like, that's the game of baseball, bro.
Somebody said that they knew when Randy Johnson was throwing a breaking pitch or a fastball, because when he's throwing a fastball, he squeezes a glove, and when he throws a breaking pitch, the glove is like left hand is like.
Well, guess what?
I think it was Tony Gwynn or something like that. Like, yeah, I knew when you were throwing breaking balls, bro.
Well, here's that, bro. That's the beauty of it. It's like these motherfuckers, when they hear that secret, they won't even say it for the sake of them getting the numbers off this guy. Also, like it's like I don't know, like I got something on you that no one else fucking sees. That's probably the main deal out of all of it. but also it's the game within the game, which is why like
Yes.
when you give them fucking time periods for like, guess what? These motherfuckers when they step out of the box, they might read someone be like, yo, this guy's doing that thing. He's throwing a curveball. Next pitch. Out of the box, like them walking around the box, taking their time. Why was that not a big deal back in the day? I don't think it is attention span. I think it's a fucking game that's missing.
Yeah.
It's missed out. It's the guys in the press conference with UFC or boxing. By the way, I want to see that fucking Gervonta fight. It's probably over already.
Yeah.
Whatever. But well, like that's the point of the press conference, like to psych your opponent out and shit like that. Like that's a big deal. But now it means nothing. It's not
Means
important,
nothing.
bro. It's just like, god damn it, dude. It's heartbreaking, man. It really is. And by the way, like kids imitating it, you step out, you try to do the Nomar Garcia Parra fucking thing, bro. Like that was like a thing, or step in the box like Griffey or Sosa or whoever the fuck, bro. Like that was cool. Now it's gone. Like what do we do? It's like
There's no
there's no point to it,
It is a culture is not affected by the sport anymore.
bro. There were kids that worked their way up to be in somewhere near Major League, just to be near them and copy their thing. Step out of the box, do this or do that, have a certain walk-up music. Oh, all of it was copied because it was cool. It was awesome. It was fun. And now it's Disney? I don't know what it is now. Whatever.
Yeah.
It's on YouTube. Here we go.
About a year and a half ago, I was able to snag a call with Stephen A. Smith, the executive producer of First Take. What does that mean? He comes up with all of the ideas. He's like the golden boy.
God damn it, I hate
What he says
fucking sports
goes.
now.
He pretty much admitted in this clip, I exposed them. He said the silent part out loud that ESPN doesn't show baseball anymore because it doesn't get ratings.
Is he wrong?
ESPN, have you looked at the NBA
true.
ratings lately?
First of all, do me a favor. Tell the baseball community to shut the hell up. Let me
Why
tell you
would we
what.
do that?
Let me.
Why would we do that? I have.
Whoa!
Speaking baseball.
Whoa! Be quiet. Gonna call up. You gonna ask me a question? Let me.
Are
answer.
you
Blasphemous.
okay? Are you speaking baseball? By the way, Fuzzy, are you really?
Yeah.
Are you really speaking
Yeah,
baseball?
are you speaking baseball or are you just
I think that's in question. Also,
Yeah, it is in question.
Stephen A. telling you to shut up, like he's an idiot. So don't take that too personally. He's an idiot. As Too Raw does, like I think he's a little muppet, little motherfucker, bro.
Yeah.
So when Too Raw draws him as a fucking gonzo from Muppets, he is. He's kind of trash.
Stephen A is trash.
Someone give me a sport that Stephen A knows about. Really.
Bro, there's dudes in the NBA like, yo, Stephen A knows shit about NBA. He's not watching NBA either.
Give me a sport this fool knows something about.
He don't know
Please.
boxing.
No, definitely
He
not
don't know
boxing.
NFL.
Nope.
He don't know golf.
No.
Clearly doesn't know baseball. And,
It's
and
the
the
opposite of
NBA
him.
community is saying he doesn't know basketball.
So he
All he knows is like gossip. He just knows the gossip going on.
he knows the soap opera or
Yeah.
or the politics of the sport. That's it.
Yeah.
At best. At best. So let's let him appropriate, as he might say. Here we go.
The baseball community to shut the hell up. Let me
Why
tell you
would we
what.
do that?
Let me.
Why would we do that? I have.
Whoa!
Speaking baseball.
Whoa! Be quiet. Gonna call up. You gonna ask me a question? Let me answer.
Blasphemous.
I know baseball, the sport. What happens
Blasphemous.
is because I'm so busy with other sports watching it, I don't get to watch as much baseball. But the reason why we don't watch as much baseball, Fuzzy, if you did your homework, is because people don't care.
You can't use
ratings-wise
NBA
when you're
as a
watching it.
Now,
rubric for
there is
this
still a
guy.
foot in the door. It's not like the
Sorry, you can't use NBA as a rubric compared to
I know.
come on, man.
He's
You
gonna
can't
fail.
do that.
If he's gonna do that, he's gonna fail.
Yeah, you can't do that. Even if
You
Stephen A.
Yeah.
Even if Stephen A. care about baseball, if he brought it to his bosses, it's not gonna. It's not
No,
going to work.
It's not
man.
gonna work.
Like, I'm sorry, dude. But
No, I will say, Jordan. Don't they sort of have like a duty? Like if you're carrying the sport, you should carve out some time for it. I understand it
Yes.
doesn't rate.
oh yeah,
I feel like there is like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, we're shitting on baseball now. There was a concerted effort by ESPN to prop up NBA and NFL from like a long ratings aside. It's also like they got cozy with the NFL. Way more like in the mid 2000s, they got real cozy with the NFL, and they it organically probably said, yeah, like, well, they're not even organically. We do have our biggest relationship is with the NBA, so they did
Yeah.
make a concerted effort to consolidate those two sports and forget about all the other sports.
Yes.
And baseball fell in that purview. So like in because I just saw it in real time, bro. It's not like it's like whatever shortcomings baseball has, and it has a lot. It also got like shafted by ESPN. That's just a fact in my opinion.
Yeah.
I can't help but mention that.
Well, let's be real. Although I think Stephen A's favorite sport growing up was probably something like basketball or boxing, for sure. Like based on the way he talks, I assume that the sports he was into was not baseball or football or whatever the fuck, right?
Yeah.
But he has to admit, while he was coming up, the biggest sports on the planet. Well, forget about soccer. Like I'm sure soccer is bigger, whatever, right? But baseball it was up there.
It was up there,
It
yeah,
was
and
very much up there.
It lost steam.
But we don't. But does Stephen A know why?
No.
Or was he just okay with it going away and we could build the other sports? Let's build up the other sports. Don't worry about baseball. Let it go. Let's build up this other shit. Thus, Stephen A knows.
You pay me, I do what you tell. What you tell me. That's what Stephen A did. You pay me to do this? All right, I'll do this.
By the way, Stephen A's bank account would be begging to cover Barry Bonds when Barry Bonds is Barry Bonds.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So even his money agrees with baseball fans on that. It's just who's holding him to account in regards to any of this. He's good.
No one.
He doesn't need to.
He doesn't need to.
Like, well, Michael Jordan in the 1990s. Like, well, Michael Jordan was bigger than everything in sports at the time, probably, right? In that time period.
He was, for sure.
But baseball was right there, too.
It was there. It was present.
It was there.
Well,
the Yankees dynasty.
The 94 strike, too. It really, like, it took off with the home run race in the Yankee dynasty.
Yeah. I think the dynasty was, well, okay. That's my bias, because I grew up in New York, man. That shit was everywhere. Every fucking where when I'm a kid. And I used to, pretend, like, when I play like baseball in the street or whatever with my friends, you grab the tennis ball, you hit the tennis ball, you pretend you're this guy or that guy. Like, baseball was like the shit for me when I'm a kid. That could have died off for sure. It definitely felt like it in like the 2006, 7, 8-ish territory.
Yeah,
it felt a little dead. And
by 2011, I didn't care.
The Mitchell report definitely did a lot of damage. Let's be real. That was like crazy to me. But Stephen A, he can't deny that, bro. So ask him about those questions. Like, yo, what was the main difference between this time period and that time period? Because
that would have been. But this he's a dipshit. Fuzzy ain't gonna ask him that. He's trying to play defense for what's on the field now. That's the problem, man. I can't play defense. I can't defend what's on the field right now. I can't.
Exactly.
I can't defend it. It's a double-edged sword. Like, you fucked over the diehards, and you fucked over.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't fuck over. You never had a shot with this new generation. I feel didn't have a shot with them.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
And if someone like pushes you to like, yo, why is this the case? They might walk away and be like, yo, this guy's like an MLB bootlick, the bootlicking idea. They might say that, man.
Yeah.
And it's just not. I'm sorry, bro. Something organic needs to happen. And Roku TV's it's not doing it. I'm sorry. I'm sure for older audiences, this will work somewhat.
No,
somewhat.
They can't find these games. They can't find Apple.
I had this
They're
idea.
used to-
Roku's used by older
Yeah,
people.
they're used to
I
the
think.
cable. They're not used to fucking the streaming services. They're used to
Yeah.
cable.
You turn on Yes, and you put on the fucking Yankee game.
Yeah, SNY, NS,
SNY for Mets.
WGN,
WGN for Cubs. Was
Fox
it White
Sports.
Sox too? Whatever.
Yeah, it is both.
Bro, I remember
White
going.
Sox is Comcast. White Sox is Comcast now. Oh no, Comcast kicked them off. Now they started their own platform. Now they're streaming shit too.
Yeah.
The White Sox got a stream now.
Bro, I remember trying to be pro in baseball. I didn't watch baseball on TV anymore. I really didn't. Like for me personally, when I'm trying to go pro at the fucking sport. And when I went to like certain houses and they play baseball, bro, it's like I don't know, it felt like the vibe of like a Sunday barbecue again. Like that vibe again. Like, oh fuck, we're putting burgers on the grill and we're watching the fucking game type of shit. I'm like, fuck, that's fucking dope. At a certain amount of time, like that went away. It really did. And it felt like I don't know. Like baseball wasn't baseball anymore at a certain point. Granted, I stuck around. Personally, I stuck around. Right? I stayed with the Braves when they won after the COVID shit. They won the fucking World Series. Like, oh fuck yeah. Right? And then even me, I'm like, why the fuck am I watching this shit, bro? It's like I got frustrated, bro. And I've told you, I've been involved in baseball most of my life. As far as years ago, schematically, algorithmically, I've been around baseball my whole life, and it's just like, fuck this, man. Rule changes and all this bullshit, bro. I was tired of it, and I actually walked away, like, kind of hardcore walked away from it. I guess I watched the Dodgers Yankees just to gamble on it, but then I got surprised by a couple of terrible baseball plays. It's like, yo, why are we watching this shit, bro? Why am I watching the NBA Finals and watch someone dribble the ball off their leg and go out of bounds? You know what I'm saying? It was like, wait a minute, this is supposed to be the best teams, right? It's the best of the best, right? Why am I watching like Little League blunders?
Swinging out of his socks, at a pitch over his head and shit.
I'm wrecked, dude. Why am I watching Little League blunders for my world championship? So it's like even that's like stupid. Like it's heartbreaking, man. It really is. It's sad. I'll let this play out, but it's like it is a fucking sad phenomenon. What has happened with MLB and fuck their contracts with ESPN. I get that. That's money deal shit, right? And they're being petty and not petty, whatever it is, right?
Yeah, backfire on.
Yeah, give me triple the cost of some other channel. Like that's petty, stupid, whatever the fuck shit, right?
Yeah.
But like the core of the game itself is the thing that hurts my heart the most. That's what really hurts me. But it is what it is. Like, hey man, Fuzz got a career. Stephen A's got a career. Stephen A is like, yo, I want to make money, so I'm not covering baseball because I want to make money. And Fuzz is like, yo, I want to make money, so like I need you to cover baseball so I can make some money. I get it all. I get it. But for me as a fan, like really caring about the sport, yo, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. It's a fucking. I understand, bro. I'm not good at hustling, bro. These fools are better than I am. So
yeah, hustling, yeah.
I'll let them fucking hustle, bro. It is what it is. Off baseball, I'll watch them hustle off it because I can't do it. So here it is.
Ratings wise, when we're watching baseball.
Now, there is still a foot in the door. It's not like the communication is
He's
going
like,
to
yo, they got a chance.
forever.
Yo, trust the plan, yo.
They want to bring baseball back again.
Fuck.
They want a discount to do it. I don't think that they should do that. They do not deserve that. But this should be a wake-up call to ESPN that they are not the #1 dogs anymore. And for the most part, if you're asking me, most of my friends don't watch ESPN anymore.
Anthony, that's a wake up. That's a wake up call for ESPN, not baseball. It's not a wake up call for them. It's a wake up call for baseball or for ESPN. Like, yo, this is your wake up call, yo. You gotta realize you ain't #1 anymore.
This guy is hilarious. It's like this. It's like, yo, who the fuck? Who the fuck are you fooling with this, bro? But there is people living in this alt reality. I've seen them.
Yeah, that video you mentioned before.
Yeah,
That's kind of wreckage, bro. Yo, ESPN ain't living in reality, yo. You guys ain't number one anymore. But are they? Can you charge them $500 something fucking million?
yeah.
And charge the other ones? Was it 20 and 10 or something like that?
10 and 90.
10 and 90. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, that to me is delusional. But we'll see. Here you go.
I don't think that they should. They do not deserve that. But this should be a wake-up call to ESPN that they are not the number one.
ESPN wake-up call.
And for the most part, if you're asking me, most of my friends don't watch ESPN anymore. It really seems like their viewership comes from gyms, barbershops, and dental offices.
This is where I stopped the video. That's kind of racist.
It always seems to be on ESPN.
Where are you going with that? Guts?
Shit, like, what are you trying to say? That their demographics are skewed? They're trying. So, all right. Full disclosure. I saw another video. the conservative fucks are like, yo, they're like, first of all, this statement, I don't know if the statement's true or not, but he's like they took MLB off because most of their athletes are white. Like, dude, it's like people are coming from all angles. This guy's coming from a baseball strategy standpoint. Other dudes are coming from culture war standpoints. And then the other side is the third side is yeah, we just don't care about baseball. It's not a culturally
It's not nothing personal.
Yeah, it's nothing personal.
Your shit is trash, bro. Nothing
yeah, your
personal.
shit's trash. There's nothing like I don't even understand the FanDuel options I get on this shit.
Oh, I'm fucking wrecked, bro. Wait. Anthony. Okay, conspiracy theory here. What are the odds of MLB paying content creators saying shit that they can't say themselves? What are the odds? Like, yo, say this shit. Say it's like it's racial, or it's like say it's this or say it's that. Because we can't say it. So like, say it's barbershops and it's Philadelphia in general, or it's
I mean, bro, I was thinking of it. I was thinking about it, like, yo, MLB should definitely try to like
MAGA this.
Just
MAGA this.
Yo,
just MAGA this shit, bro.
Just MAGA this shit. Like, yo, just hit your wagon and MAGA, bro. Like, for real. Like, maybe Trump will change some laws or something. You never know.
Yeah.
We're gonna ruin Disney. Nah, what's it called? Elon's going after Disney too.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I heard a little something about that. I don't know much, but
hey, fuck it.
But the Doe shit, man, who gives a shit? I don't give a shit about Disney. Just saying.
We are here at the Philadelphia Phillies Stadium, whatever it's called, Veterans Field. What's the other one? Citizen Banks Park. Okay, yeah, we did have Zelensky throwing out the first pitch, but he's a little bitch. So we have influencer Tim Pool throwing out the first pitch for the Philadelphia Phillies. Yo, bro, lean into it. Lean into the politics.
That bitch.
Just call Zelensky a bitch in your opening fucking sequence and shit. Lean into it.
Want to praise Trump for all he's done for a great country.
Hey, listen, baseball used to be cool, but then all these barbershops and popped up all over the place. And
I'm like,
yeah,
I'm like, dude, what are you trying to say? What was he doing? I'm asking you, what are you trying to say by that statement?
Yeah.
What are you trying to say about?
Yeah.
I'm not even trying to make it because I swear to God, I'm not trying to make. I'm just face value acting like that's where my mind went. Like, what could he be meaning by that statement?
I'm looking. Wait, I'm looking straight at dirt, bro, because it's hilarious as fuck. Like all these barbershops and all these places popping up around the country, and there's hating on the Major League Baseball, and I need that shit. Just
Yo,
go
Jordan,
full John
Jordan,
Rocker shit, bro. Go full.
you ready to get wrecked?
What?
You ready
What?
to get wrecked?
What?
Davis and Roach drawed, and people are saying Lamont won. He got robbed.
What? Oh, we missed that. I thought
Yeah, we missed.
I thought it'd be a first round wreckage. Be real
Yeah,
with you.
it was a draw.
Don't worry, I'll YouTube it after this. But
Yeah, let's finish with my man over here with the barbershop conspiracy.
the barbershops, the sports the sports cup, the fan dueling, and these minorities are. Sorry, my bad. Here you go.
Watch ESPN anymore. It really seems like their viewership comes from gyms, barbershops, and dental offices that have a TV on with the volume off, and it always seems to be on ESPN.
All right, that's kind of true though.
As you guys can
not gonna
clearly
lie.
tell, I have a lot of animosity.
Dental
towards
offices with
ESPN.
the
They are just
volume off,
absolute
bro.
Embarrassment. Like, just because they don't know how to talk about baseball and market the game doesn't mean that it doesn't get ratings. Viewership and attendance is on the rise, whereas NBA, their precious #1 subject, it's on the decline. Also, just the
Don't challenge. It's like he saw low hanging. He's like, "Yo, the NBA, bro. Let's go after them."
So
go after
Jordan,
NBA.
out of sheer curiosity, can you look up how much the NBA is going to make next year in a TV deal?
On TV deals,
Yeah, their TV deal that starts next year. How much are they going to make per year?
I have to do it. 2026 or
Yeah, 2026.
11 years, 76 billion. Jesus
Per
Christ.
year. Per year, how much are they getting?
11 years, 76 billion. So that's a lot, right? Like 76 divided by 11 like by 11, right? Will tell me how many
It's like,
billions.
it might be like 8, I think, or something, or 7 billion.
There's a
Something like that.
calculator. Okay. So 76 divided by 11 equals 6.9 or $7 billion a year, essentially.
Okay, and
By
what
Disney,
did
yes,
MLB? MLB made like what, like 10 billion last year.
Okay.
So the NBA, without a ticket being sold, a jersey being bought, anything, gets 7 billion off rip.
Right. No, wait. What are you talking about? So
No, MLB. No, you can't look at TV deal because that's a sad state of affairs. You got to look at how much money they made in general last year.
MLB, what?
They
Profits?
made 10 billion. It was
Earnings?
estimated they made like 10 billion, bro. All in all,
What?
earnings.
Last year?
Yeah, last year as
20,
an individual.
2024-ish?
Yeah, 2024, like 10 billion, 12 billion.
12.1 billion. Oh my god. Okay.
The
That's a
NBA
lot.
will dwarf them once with this new TV deal, bro.
And inflation. They will definitely
They
walk.
will dwarf them. They will dwarf that 12. I guarantee you, next year that 12 billion will be dwarfed.
Holy shit. All right. I want to see this Tank Davis shit,
He's
bro.
talking about the league. It's like, Jordan. You just signed an 11-year deal. There's no opt-outs, so they're locked in. So the ratings could suck. They won already, dude. That was checkmate, bro. That's checkmate. They can't lose, and the NBA won't lose. Like if I'm looking at tendencies, the NBA will still be all right. Like
I mean,
you said, you can't use them as a barometer for
yeah.
measuring your success or failures because you're not gonna.
No. Well, they've relinquished the I'm sorry. They relinquished the the three major sports. Is baseball really in that like you told me about some shit with the WNBA, bro? Or
It's
is
the
MLB in
NFL.
that category anymore? Yeah,
No, it's the
I don't think they're
NFL,
there.
and then far away it's the NBA, and then way farther than that it's everybody else.
It's like, but I think he thinks it's the greatest show on turf, Rams, and the Laker dynasty and the Yankee dynasty. Like, no.
Yeah.
I think it's a very far fall off. It felt like the Yankees and Dodgers played a World Series and no one cared too hard.
No one did. No one cared.
I don't think they cared too much. But all right, let's let
Oh,
him
they
finish.
got 18 million views. It's like, that's cool, bro. What? Just for reference sake, what were Golden State and the Cleveland getting in their heyday? They're getting 25 per.
Yeah,
They were averaging 25 million. Like bro, like that's just to show you. It's just to show you that, like, yo, your star power. Like, this is the. Let's be honest. There's no better matchup than Yankees Dodgers. That's your best matchup
yeah,
in like your wildest dreams. You're not getting a better one than that. Like
yeah.
Braves and Yankees aren't rating better.
Nope.
Fucking Red Sox and the Dodgers aren't rating. Like, this is your best outcome,
Yep.
and you got 18 million. What does
Yep.
that say?
Yeah.
That's not good.
And both teams have the biggest
Like,
star, like
and
Otani and Judge.
you have the two biggest stars
Yeah.
playing, and they both suck.
Davis.
We're non-fact.
They
We're
didn't do
non-fact until Judge dropped the fly ball. They were non-fact.
In the wrong direction.
In the
That's
wrong
the
direction.
negative
Judge became
factor,
fact.
bro.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And that's another thing, Jordan. You get performances from these NBA superstars, as shitty as they are compared to the past. You still get performances. If one's doing bad, if you have two superstars playing each other, one of them is going to do good. It's not going to be
Yeah.
both doing bad.
Yeah.
While you fuckers had two guys, the two biggest stars, both doing bad.
But, well, to be real, no one noticed the other guy. No one noticed Otani. Otani not doing as great because the Dodgers carried.
He has a better PR team than LeBron, bro. This guy, he hurt his shoulder, so he couldn't play. I'm like, bro, I don't want to hear none of that, bro. I don't want because this is the thing. Like, you're also facing an apathetic fan base that you're trying to appeal to, that are saying, well, you guys don't really do nothing on the field. It's not a high intensive sport. Like,
Yeah.
that's what they think. That's what they like. They could be wrong about that, but that's how they view the sport. And so you giving me like,
very
you're
wrong.
the best. What happened?
They're very wrong, but
They are very wrong.
maybe
But
less people are playing these things.
at the same time, I don't want to hear you making excuses like, oh no, he was hurt. Like, I don't want to hear that.
No, that can't work either.
He's fucking playing, right? He's still swinging a bat, right? So I don't want to hear that.
The idea used to be the grind of the thing. Like, even fucking, was it Kirk Gibson or whatever the fuck his name was?
One knee, yeah.
Where he's like limping around the fucking bases and shit. Like, come on. Like, that can't, but that might be a new era thing in general. I'll be real with you. With him beat out here, crybabying and shit like that, and Podcast P doing his thing, right? Maybe it's different for now. Maybe people get pissed off at some point and they're like, yo, fuck this guy. We need someone who's like a savage. Like being available, it might become like an overall in a video game at some point. To be real with you, bro. Where it's like,
it
like,
should be.
He has a 92 rating, and as far as being available.
Availability, yeah.
He's gonna have a 2K badge of being able to play back-to-backs and shit. Like it's gonna be stupid, bro. It'd make it stupid at some point.
Unfortunately, that's just life canon. Life canon made it that way.
It's kind of wrecking, but hey, I can see it. All right, let's play the last 2 minutes. There we go.
Yeah.
Random reminder, MLB Network does sell itself individually. Even if you have YouTube TV who doesn't support MLB Network anymore, you can just simply buy MLB Network on its own. It's available.
Yeah, he's paid. This fool's full-blown paid for the. He's full-blown paid by these fools. Straight up.
Yeah, he's paid.
Yeah.
He's paid.
Unbelievable. You you can't be spinning narratives and then but also be like, so get the MLB package over here at the, like, you can't do that. Sorry. Otherwise, no one takes you fucking serious, bro. So this guy's a wash. He's trash to me.
TV, you can still get MLB Network. Let's talk about some actual baseball, shall we? So the Cubs
Oh, never mind. We're good. Yeah, you can turn it off.
But
Yeah.
I don't care. Some of the highlights. Yamamoto.
Nope. Don't care.
Yo, and he gave that story because he needed viewers. But then he's like, yo, let me sell some baseball. So, like, let's go
Yeah.
over some spring training. Yo, baseball
Yeah, that's
is
not gonna work for me.
desperate. They are desperate.
Yeah, they are
and
desperate.
You know what?
Please watch our game. Please watch it.
Yo, man, I'm going to have fun watching them scramble for it, too. I'm going to watch baseball, shake their ass for fucking viewers. Like, yo, please come watch me, please.
Yeah, they're gonna shake their ass for sure.
So, the MLB has done a recent investigation, and we now agree that Ohtani did gamble on baseball. But first, watch these spring training highlights. Here we go. Look at it. It's like, yo, you fools who did it. You guys did it, bro.
You're
You
desperate,
fucking
dude. You guys are desperate.
You desperate ass motherfuckers, bro. Oh my god, I almost went through with that. Fucking trash. Thank God for this guy, like showcasing like what he's about. Thank you, Fuzzy. Thank you, Fuzzy, for showcasing.
He has to trick us into watching the actual sport.
Exactly. He had to bring up controversial news stories to get us to watch spring training highlights, bro. Like, yo, I should like watch whatever. I'm moving on. Okay. Hopefully, if you make it to this point, hopefully you understand the frustration. At least I'm coming from. I think Anthony's coming from as well.
Yeah.
Not Fuzzy. Fuzzy is paid and bought for. This dude's paid and bought for. Hopefully, the other channel there's a little bit more care about it. But hey, it is what it is, and god damn it, the sport that like not that long ago. That's what I'm like. That's the crazy thing about it. Like, yo, their shit was in like HD color TV shit. This shit is in HD color TV shit, and yet the sport fell off in between that time period.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me. That's absolutely crazy. And it is what it is. Good luck, baseball. I love baseball. I will always love baseball. If I have a kid one day, I will teach them baseball. It is what it is. But this thing this Rob Manfred guy, bro, he might be the worst commissioner in sports I've ever seen in my lifetime, bro. Like, straight up. He might be the worst commissioner I've ever seen. And like, good luck proving me wrong about this, because look where the sport is. And this fool had to change rules to make the sport worse? Like, what are we doing, yo? What the fuck is this? I make all these rule changes to just get less viewers and lose my ESPN contract and do all this other shit. Like, it's like, yo, you're fucking trash bags, kid. Sorry, Rob Manfred is super trash. And I feel bad for kids who might be baseball fans. And this is the era they grow up in, bro. I feel bad for you. But it is what it is. Anthony, you want to say anything for the end of this?
Baseball's dead, and they have only themselves to blame for it.
I couldn't agree more. Hey, there it is. All right. There's our review of all this shit. Enjoy it. Fuck Manfred, bro. Fuck that guy.